You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937. She's not going to be safe with a prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once, and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once, and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again.
Rachel Zegler, the actress in the upcoming live adaptation of Disney's Snow White, has been fired from her role in Paddington 3, but not for the reasons you might think. We all know Rachel Zegler is no stranger to controversy after she kept saying how terrible she thought the original Snow White was, how the prince was a stalker, how they changed the fundamentals of the movie to be about Snow White being a girl boss, and basically just going on a Snow White defamation tour when she was supposed to be promoting the upcoming film. She went around claiming that she should be paid for every time the movie's played.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
Even though she signed a contract with Disney outlining the terms of her pay, after she started making the rounds, there was obvious backlash to her comments about Snow White and what it was supposed to be as a film. People were obviously angry at the fact that Snow White, who was a historically white character, and that's where her name comes from because she was as white as snow, was now going to be played by a brown Hispanic woman. People were also angry at her comments about the prince being a stalker, about Snow White not falling in love, and instead being a girl boss. They even replaced the dwarves with diversity hires in one dwarf. The last time I made a video on this topic, I argued that this wasn't Snow White, this was just another film that Disney decided to name Snow White to try and bring fans of the original film out to watch it when it comes out. Disney has spent upwards of $340 million on this production, and it may be that they need to make upwards of $500 million to break even on the film. Rachel Zegler's disastrous comments will definitely not help Disney's bottom line when this film comes out. David Hand, the son of the man who worked on the original with Walt Disney, said they would be turning in their graves if they saw this remake, as the original was made with good taste. Rachel even made a non-apology apology video in which she said she was sorry and basically played the victim after all the backlash she received.
Video is gonna get taken out of context, and I know that at this point I can't really stop people from doing that because that's what my whole existence on the internet is just me being taken out of context and stuff, which is fine. That's what I signed up for, isn't it? But I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities I have when I say that this has been the biggest adjustment of my life, like understanding the way my life operates now, being who I am, and the things that I've been so fortunate to make. It comes with so much ground that I never thought I would be able to cover, and that people think I'm doing poorly, and other people think I'm doing gracefully, and I don't think I'm doing it at all. So when I tell you that it's hard, I just mean to be inside my brain. That's hard. And I'm there 24/7. I can't get out of it. And I don't know if that will make sense, but that's where I'm at. I'm so grateful for the things that I'm able to do. And a lot of what I'm able to do is because of you guys. And I'm so unbelievably thankful for that. At the end of the day, I look at this trip and think, if somewhere like that can exist, and so can my tiny pink bedroom from New Jersey, I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats. And maybe that's a weird takeaway for this video. This is a life. This is real. It's filled with a lot of beautiful moments and beautiful people. I have a loving family, an incredible boyfriend that I love so much, beautiful friends and family, people that I miss. It's a privilege to miss people the way that I do, but it's hard. And it's lonely. It's very lonely. I just know that if that loneliness can exist, so can other things, and I will be okay. Maybe that's a weird takeaway. Regardless, this is not supposed to be anything other than...
I feel bad for whoever her boyfriend is, because based on the comments she's made before, you can tell she's a super feminist. Well, at this point, things are just getting worse for Rachel Zegler, as she was recently recast in the movie Paddington 3. After weeks and weeks and weeks of backlash from the public, the director of Paddington 3 has decided to recast Rachel Zegler, not because of any backlash specific to his film, but because of all the backlash she was receiving from all the negative comments she made about Snow White. It turns out that when you make negative comments about a beloved film, studios will respond. She's supposed to be starring in the new Hunger Games movie, and just with her name being involved in it, people are turning away. They don't want to go see it. She has become ratings poison and the studios are taking notice. When you're doing the rounds and promoting a movie, you're supposed to be talking positively about the movie. You're supposed to say how much fun you had making this movie and how great the movie will be. And if you're doing a remake, it's your job to pay homage to the original film and tell the fans how much the original inspired you and how it was a big reason why you took the role. Not go around and denigrate the same characters or movie you're supposed to be a part of, not call the male lead a stalker, and certainly not disrespect the source material. A lot of people speculated initially that she was actually being fired from the Snow White remake. That's not the case. When she went on her Snow White defamation tour, the movie had already been made. It was in post-production. So no, she was not fired from Snow White, but she was definitely let go from Paddington 3. Zegler even played into it by tweeting, "Rumors are true, I am 3 apples tall." The reason that was put out there was that she was let go from Paddington 3 because of the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strikes in Hollywood. I just find it weird and coincidental that she was the only one who was let go. Were none of the other actors in the movie part of SAG? Couldn't they have just waited a little longer? I mean, according to Disney, the reason the Snow White movie had multiple delays was because of the pandemic. I'm sure this director could have waited a little longer until the strikes were resolved. I honestly think they just used the strikes as an excuse to let her go and save face for both her and the director/studio that let her go. It's funny how this movie only had 2 weeks left to go and she was let go with such a short time frame left. Obviously, we don't know and may never know the real reason why she was fired, but we can definitely speculate. At this point, I think that Disney's woke remake of Snow White will be a giant flop. After Zegler's disastrous campaign, many fans of the original movie will simply skip this one due to her disrespect of the source material. We've seen this phenomenon play out time and time again. Get woke, go broke. It happened with the all-female Ghostbusters, more recently with The Little Mermaid, and now it's happening with Snow White. Although I don't think the backlash towards The Little Mermaid was this bad. Rachel Zegler may have single-handedly destroyed her career in Hollywood due to her comments, but only time will truly tell. We'll see moving forward if she fades into obscurity or if she becomes a Hollywood superstar. There's still a chance that she can restore her career, but it will definitely take some time. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and follow me on social media. The links are always in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.